There's an alarming new crime trend from the state of Texas, which is now spreading really all across the southeast, and police say it can happen in just a few seconds.
Jugging rhymes with mugging. It spread from Texas to South Carolina. Some police in small towns there weren't even sure what the word meant until the crime started happening in their own districts.
Derived from the term mugging, but since a mug holds less, a jug is make a bigger score.
This video is of a gun.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm from Texas. And I ain't never heard of this shit. I ain't never heard of this. And I'm not saying that I know everything that's going on in Texas, but I feel like the news just kind of added, bro, the news just be making shit. They probably ain't even calling it jugging. The news probably calling it jugging.
Point robbery in Sherman Oaks, California. The customer throws his bag of $10,000 cash and the thieves take off. It's called bank jugging. Thieves watch you taking out money from the bank, follow you, and rob you. It can happen quickly anywhere at any time. In Austin, Texas, police report more than 60 cases in the first half of the year. And in California, police have noticed an uptick over the past few months.
Police say you can see a driver who had recently gotten money out of a Chase bank and came to this convenience store on Telephone Road. In just seconds, the 4Runner pulls up, followed by a white Chrysler. And men from the vehicles, two break out the windows on both sides of the victim's vehicle before reaching in and taking off with the cash.
And leave.
Hey, look, I'm going to say this. Let this continue long enough. Because they said this started in Texas and it's going to South Carolina. This video is 8 days old, so it's about a week old. I bet you it ain't go nicely for a few thieves. Because in Texas, everybody got that thing. They caught a few people lacking, but I guarantee you there's going to be a story to come out where this shit don't go well for them. Guarantee it. And another thing too is, I'm not condoning it. You know, this is bad all around. I hate thieves and I hate scammers. Those are the two criminals that I just feel like they're just the scum of the earth, bro. Just the bottom of the barrel, like the fucking gum beneath my shoe. But this, you gonna see an increase in this type of stuff, man, because people can't afford to live, bro. Like, yeah, go get a job. You know, you can go get a job and work like everybody else, but I'm not gonna lie to you. With the way stuff is just increasing in price, I'm not surprised. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not surprised that this is happening. But let this continue long enough. It's not going to end well for some of these criminals.
Envelopes stuffed with cash or even putting it in a glove compartment. Nothing safe.
The day before, Houston police say this man took money from inside a vehicle at a car wash. When confronted by that vehicle's owner, the suspect showed a weapon before getting away with money also recently.
He's an idiot, bro. He didn't even cover his face. You dumbass. They got 3 different frames of you on the video. Idiot. I swear, the criminals, they come up with a good plan, like, you know, let me follow somebody, and after they pull out money, like what they'll probably do is just hang out around the bank. They see somebody take out an amount of money. Oh, okay, yeah, that look good. And then they follow them, like they said in the video. And then whenever they see them go into another building and it's unattended, all right, cool, I'm gonna break in. So you were smart enough to plan this all out and to think about it, but you weren't smart enough to at least cover your face? Come on, dude. With how easy it is to buy a shiesty now, like what? Come on, and COVID normalized that. COVID normalized you covering your face in public and nobody batting an eye. So nobody's even gonna suspect you a criminal. You walking around with a shiesty on. They're just gonna think you a YN.
Withdrawn from a bank.
In North Dallas, he backed his car in, and then 3 armed men jump out of an SUV, run up, and start pointing their guns at him, even pounding on his window, demanding he give up the cash.
Look, and you got, oh my God, this nigga. Oh my goodness. He has the ski mask on on top of his head, just bro. And then you got one over here on the right trying to cover his face, and you did a shitty job. You did an awful job. Come on, man. What kind of robbers, dude? Idiots. And I hate to admit this, man, but they all black, bro. Hate to admit it. They're not making us look good out here at all.
she has on him. In this case, their plan did not work because Mark kept his doors locked and managed to escape.
Investigators say 27-year-old Johnson and 31-year-old Davis Mitchell followed a bank customer who had just withdrawn $75,000. The constable talked with both victims today.
The wife is at home. She has a broken shoulder and some ribs. She has about a 6 to 8 week recovery process. They are very relieved to know that we got these individuals off the street.
About a week ago, they was running them over.
They are very relieved.
He was trying to get that 75 bands back. I don't blame him. That's a lot of money. That's life-changing money, bro.
Relieved to know that we got these.
Dang. And my thing is too, if you're withdrawing that amount of money, the bank should provide you with like a security guard or like a cop, like a escort to wherever you're trying to get to. Because at that point, if you're withdrawing that amount of money, they should know that that's a liability. They should know that you're a risk, or you're at risk of getting robbed. They should just provide you a complimentary escort to wherever you need to go, whether it's your house or whether it's like, the place that you're trying to drop the money off at. Come on, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't feel comfortable withdrawing that amount of money. Like, I would need to get that shit in check form. Give it to me in a check. Give me a cashier's check. If you're gonna pull out that amount of money, give me a cashier's check. So that way, if the robbers steal it, they can't do anything with it because it got my name on it, or it has the company who I'm going to be giving this to names on it. Names on it.
About a week ago, this jugging incident took place. You can see the video. This man was followed back to his business and beaten and robbed in the middle of the afternoon.
Police say this is Farrell Dembry and 2 others committing a jugging at the Bank of America on Fallon Loop Road last month. A 4th suspect waited in the car. A repairman was working on the ATM at the time.
The suspects had, while he was working on the ATM, pulled up, forced him to the ground, told him to lay there, indicated that they had a weapon, said they would shoot him if he moved.
Dembry disabled a different ATM in St. Louis earlier in the day, triggering a call to the repairman. They then followed the repairman around to different jobs until they got to O'Fallon.
In the video, you can kind of see this guy sneaking around the cars, and he takes something out of your car. What did he take?
He took money. He took the money I just got at the bank, and it was deliberate.
And how much money was stolen from you?
$60,000. I was just trying to, have a little cash to kind of negotiate better and that type of thing. We never expecting that it was all gonna just disappear.
On February, he said a little bit of cash, bro. 60,000 is not a little bit of cash. I want to get to my point. I want to get to that point in life to where I think 60,000 is a little bit of cash.
13th, cameras showed the moment he attacked Trung, body slamming her to the ground and stealing her money. He followed her after she stopped by a bank and withdrew over $4,000 to pay for a family trip to Vietnam. The Houston woman's adjusting to having limited mobility, left paralyzed. 18-year-old Joseph Harrell pleaded guilty to aggravated robbery, causing serious bodily injury, and was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
And they doing this in broad daylight. I only saw 1 or 2 where they did it at nighttime. This is crazy, man. Get a job. Stop being a brokey. Stop being a loser. Stop being a degenerate. With all the amount of time you're putting in following these people, go follow a job application. Go find, somewhere that you can actually provide some type of benefit to the public rather than be a nuisance to the public. All these people in this video that committed these crimes deserve the longest sentence that they could get for said crime, in my opinion. I hate thieves. I hate scammers. Get them out of here, man. Too many people work hard for their money for you to be trying to steal shit. But yeah, that's it for this video. This is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I live in Texas. I've lived here my entire life, and I've never heard of this. And hopefully I'd never have to experience this. And hopefully if I do have to experience this, your boy is ready. Like I was saying earlier, man, this ain't gonna go well for some of these kids or some of these YNs out here that want to continue doing this. So yeah, I'll leave this video linked in the description so you can go check out the original video. We watched the whole thing, but I always leave it linked in the description anyways. Before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's it for this one. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.